G'day folks, Ben from Size today, taking you for a walkthrough of the minefield that is these 10cm self-inflating mats. This is 8 that's in our range at the moment. There's more being added all the time. Every brand's got their own iteration of these 10cm mats. They're probably the most popular mats that you might get to upgrade a swag mat, or probably one of the most versatile mats for a comfortable sleep in any tent, whether it's a family camping trip or just a weekend out by yourself. These are a little bit bulky for hiking, but perfect for a comfortable camping solution. Now, the questions I can hear you saying is, which one's the most comfortable? Which one's the best? Fact is, they're all good value for money. They all have different price points. They're all comfortable because they can all be, the pressure can be adjusted in each of them to suit your specific comfort. The difference comes down to sort of weight and pack size, how easy it is to roll up, and also the feel of the fabrics. So that's what I'm here to try and give you a run through today on each of these to help guide you, I suppose, into which one might best suit your budget or your needs. Now we'll start at the top of this pile that I've got here with Zenire Monster Mat. Now this is probably one of our most popular mats. This is available in 3 sizes. It's got an R value of 10.5, 1 valve on the end. Which end have I got? This one's just got 1 valve on this end here. If you get the double version, you've got 2 valves on it so that the air can escape a little bit easier. Middle to high sort of category when it comes to weight, and medium to high sort of size when it comes to pack size. And that's mainly because it hasn't got a lot of coring out of the foam here, but that does mean it's quite comfortable to sleep on. It doesn't need a lot of air inside to make it comfortable to sleep on. It's got a nice soft top on here, bit of a stretchy sort of top, so it doesn't have a plasticky feel, so it's a nice surface to sleep on. Good value pricing, so it's certainly not the highest price or the cheapest price in the range, but probably the best all round. So if you want something for a swag upgrade, also something you can use for family camping, this offers the best kind of balance of everything, I suppose. Available in a single, a king single, and a double or a twin version. That is Zenire's Monster Mat. Before we dive in, we've got loads more content like this on our channel, so make sure you like and subscribe below. Now let's jump into the product. Next is Otra's Nap Mat 10cm mat. This is available in 3 sizes. Doesn't have an R value specified by Otra, but it's going to be roughly in line with what the other mats are here. The foam is cord. You can feel it's got holes down the side here, so it's a cord foam that makes it easy to roll up. Low to mid-range when it comes to weight, and low to mid-range when it comes to pack size compared to the other 10cm mats here. It has got a softish feel top on it, so it's certainly not a plasticky feel here. So nice to sleep on. Slightly more durable fabric on the base. It's got 1 valve on the ends, on the other end of this one here. The double's probably got 2 to allow more air to escape outside, but it's got that 1 valve that you adjust for both in and out. These are probably the most affordable or best value. So if you're after a mat that you're only using very occasionally, or you don't necessarily, maybe your budget's lower, but you want a bit of comfort, the Otra Nap Mat is a great solution. Next is probably what we would class as equal or best in class for the range here, and that's Xeds Mega Mat. This is a really well featured mat, comes in 3 sizes. This is the LXW or King Single. This mat here, it also comes in a duo, as a double, and also a queen mat, which is 152 centimeters in width. R value of 8.1, which isn't the warmest, but that is ASTM tested, actually tested to a standard. It's not a guess, but it's still going to be warm enough for most places, especially Aussies are going to be camping in. It's got a nice soft 4-way stretch fabric on top here, really soft feel fabric, and it's got a bit more tech in the valves here as well. So you've got both an inflate and a deflate valve, gives more flexibility and ease of pack up and setup as well. This is probably the second lightest and second most compact in the range. Comes with a really cool carry bag as well. I would say this is the best in class, but then that comes at a price as well. So budget's not a barrier. Just get yourself an Xeds Mega Mat, because there's heaps and heaps of reviews. I'm talking hundreds, probably thousands of positive reviews out there of people sleeping comfortably on these mats, no matter where they've set up camp. So that's Xeds Mega Mat. Next is Cedar Summit's Comfort Deluxe Mat. Now Cedar Summit have a bit like Xeds, a history of making lightweight hike mats. So this comes from that lightweight hiking sort of category. So this is the most compact and the lightest series in the range that we're looking at here at the moment. Has a 6.1 R value, so not quite as warm as the other mats, but the balance here is between the warmth and the pack size. Really high quality materials, as with the Xped. Nice soft feel top on here. Not quite the same stretch as the Xped, but still a really nice soft feel top. A bit more tech in the valves. This has got a two-way valve here, all incorporated into one. That's the valves that they use on their hiking mats. It's got what they call their Delta core foam inside here, so they've got kind of triangles cut out, so when you roll this up, these triangles kind of fold in on each other. Makes it really easy to pack up. This is the lightest end when it comes to weight and pack size, is what you would go for if that is the most important thing you're looking for, because you can still adjust the pressure inside here and make it suitable for your comfort. And is well priced for the tech that you get in the mat. So not the cheapest, but given that you get the Cedar Summit quality, it is really well priced. Not quite as high as the Xped, but really well priced. That's Cedar Summit's Comfort Deluxe Self-Inflating 10cm mats. Next is from Black Wolf. This is the Hexodome 3D 10. Now these come in a 3D 15 and a 3D 20 as well, so you can get 15 and 20 centimeter thick versions of these mats. This one here comes in the double and the king single. R value of 7.6, so quite a warm mat. And has a slightly different sort of coring feature here. So you can see you've got this pattern on the top here. It's also cored out this way throughout the center of the mat. Two valves on the end here. So you've got 1, 2, the caps have disappeared off our demo version here, but you've got two valves on the end here. So lots of adjustment. That's in the double. The single's probably just got one. Low to mid-range when you're talking about weight, low to mid-range when you're talking about pack size as well, and kind of middle of the range when you talk about pricing. Couldn't necessarily put this above or below some of the other mats similar, the Xped or some of the other similar looking mats. Probably most close to the Zenire Monster Mat. Why would you go this one? Perhaps because you've got an affinity for the Black Wolf brand, or you like the color. Certainly a great quality mat, going to give lots of sleep. They claim to have a little bit of perhaps extra support because of this different coring sort of version here, method here. But the fact is you can pump this up to be as firm or as soft as you like, and it's going to be just as comfortable as any other mats. That's Black Wolf's Hexodome 3D mat. Next is another Black Wolf mat. This one's a little bit different. This is the Mega Deluxe 2 mat. This has got a 10.4 R value. I don't know if that's ASTM tested, but it's quite a warm mat, quite thick, quite dense. Has valves on the corners here, so going back to that traditional sort of style with the corner valves. And it has these rounded sides rather than that square side that we saw on the other mats. Now the benefit of that when you're talking about the single, the king single versions, is that these have a Velcro strip. It doesn't have it on the double. It's got a Velcro strip here, so if you get two of them, you can easily join them with this Velcro strip to have a bed side by side, or use them individually, so it gives you that flexibility. You'll have this kind of little dip in the middle here, but only a very small dip. The Mega Deluxe has been around for a long time. It's got this kind of cool pattern on top. You could say that maybe that has something to do with comfort, but by the time you're lying on that, it's going to squash down and really isn't going to make much difference. It's middle of the range for most things. Middle of the range when you talk about weight, middle of the range for pack size, and middle of the range for price as well. You probably go for this one if the price suits you and you like that functionality of being able to join the mats together here. You can butt the square-sided mats up side by side, but this physically joins them together so they don't slide apart. But that's Black Wolf's Mega Deluxe mat. Looks kind of cool on top too. This fabric on top is actually, I didn't mention this, but it is a nice feel fabric. This textured top on here does have kind of a cool feel about it. A little bit of stretch in there, so you feel comfortable sleeping directly on top of that. That's Black Wolf's Mega Deluxe, one that's been around for a long time, but certainly a reliable option for a 10cm mat. Now the next mat is from Duchy. Now this is a Supreme Snoozer, they call it, and this is the 1400 here. They don't specify an R value for this guy here. They do make this in 3 sizes, and the real beauty of these is they're sizes that are specific for swag. So you've got a 900, an 1100, and a 1400. Most swags from a lot of brands come in those widths. So if you want a self-inflating mat that's an upgrade from probably the 7cm foam mat that comes inside your swag, one of these is going to fit perfectly. Now the downside is that they are, in comparison to the other mats here, they're a little bit bulkier, a little bit heavier. There's quite a bit of foam inside here. It is cored out on the sides here, so they come in at the heavier and the bulkier side. Still 10cm thick, but quite comfortable to sleep on. And this does have kind of a soft feel top on it. Not quite as nice as some of the other fabrics, but it does have a soft feel top and is certainly going to suit a swag. So I don't know if you necessarily get this if you're trying to set up camp, but not take up too much weight just to go in the tent. But if you specifically want an upgraded mattress for your swag that fills the swag from side to side, then the Duchy Supreme Snoozer is going to be a good option. They do have valves. This guy's got 2 valves. The 900, I don't know off the top of my head, but it's probably only got 1 valve, but this is a 2-way valve in here, so easy to pack up and roll down. Slightly smaller than some of the other valves on the other mat, so it's not designed, as I mentioned, for compact and lightweight. It's designed as an awesome swag upgrade. It has really durable fabrics on the bottom. That's the other difference. This is a really durable fabric on the bottom here, so specifically designed to go into swags. And the last I'm showing you today is Duchy's Cozy series mat. Now this guy is the bulkiest and the heaviest. I tell a lie when I say the Supreme Snoozer is the bulkiest and the heaviest. This guy is actually the bulkiest and the heaviest in the range when you're comparing those sizes. But it's affordable. It's got 2 valves on the end here, 10 centimeters thick. This top fabric doesn't have the soft feel of the other fabric, so it's just a durable fabric on top here, but if you throw a sheet over, it's going to be quite comfortable. There's 2 sizes available, and the other thing is this one is a queen, so you can get it in a 1480 or just under a queen, and also a single version. So if you want a wider mat for your tent, then this is a great option. Comes in at a really good price, but as I mentioned, there's a fair bit of foam in here. It is caught out. There's a fair bit of foam and heavier material, so it's going to take a bit of extra effort to roll it up. And it's going to take a bit more space in your vehicle when you've got it packed up. But it is a really good value option if budget's a limitation, or you really just want a durable mat to go inside your tent and you're not too worried about how the top feels or whether it's stretched or anything like that. Once again, you can still adjust the pressure and everything in it, just not going to quite have the same comfort levels as the more expensive mat, but certainly very affordable. That is a brief rundown of all the 10 centimeter thick camping mats that we currently have in its Snowies. We try and update these each year. It's 2025 at the moment, so this is what's in our range at the moment. Xeds Mega Mat has been in the range for a long time and has long been one of the most popular 10 centimeter mats. But any of these are going to suit the purpose or what they're made for. Different price points, different pack sizes. Have a look at all the specs. They're all comfortable. People ask which one's the most comfortable. Fact is, they're all comfortable. You can adjust the pressure in all of these to suit your own individual comfort. This stretch top on some of these fabrics is going to offer a little bit of extra comfort, but you're starting to split hairs at that point there. So go with something that's going to fit within your setup. Go with something that fits within your budget as well. If you've got any questions though, you can always jump online and ask us, or check out all the details online at snowies.com.au.